Hey peeps, welcome back to Snail TV. Well, we've got absolutely so much to talk about. I haven't been on here for about 3 weeks now, only because, as said about the last court date, I have to pretty much stand down of what I'm doing. That wasn't the whole reason. The main reason was also, so to get this new place, we had to save up a few bucks. So obviously coin has been down quite a bit. We've gotten through all that. Everything's been done now. So the last 3-4 weeks, probably about 4 or 5 weeks actually, everything's been pretty low on money, time, and obviously couldn't do too much noise at this place anyway. So good news is, guys, 100% got the new place and we are moving in there very, very shortly. Needed to give out a massive shout out to my mate Steve. Thanks very much, mate. Obviously without you I couldn't have done this, and I couldn't have gotten to this place. So he knows how much I love him, and obviously we are getting this place. So everything's going pretty well so far now. Everything's sorted out in this shed, just getting everything prepped up to move away. It's only another couple of weeks now and we're gone. Get ready for just cleaning up the place, sold a couple of old things, got a couple of new things as well, only because just for future projects and stuff like that. So I do need your help as well for a few things. I need to ask about a couple of things. So at the new place, really do need a hoist, so a 2-poster hoist. Any of you guys in Adelaide have a hoist or a second-hand hoist, need to get a hoist. Also need a boat hull, so after a speedboat hull for a future project, and also we are actually after a motorbike as well. So I'm after a something big. It's pretty much just a frame. I don't want the motor at all. So if you know any if you've known any of wrecked motorbikes, let me know as well. These are obviously for future projects, so I don't need them tomorrow. I just need them whenever. And obviously the hoist, I do need one within a couple of weeks. So I'll just show you what I've done in a second. I just want to talk to you guys about a couple of things about what's been going on and that. So I got good news. I got great progress of what things happening. Obviously, so money was very tight the last few weeks, but we've managed the last week or so to get a few things organized and happening. So we'll get to the good things for in a second. And so absolutely everything's been ready to go. So start with the roll racer. Roll racer is actually all just looking pretty lonely. That's pretty much as you've seen it on the last video. This thing has mounted fuel pumps. I didn't really do anything else to it, and that was it, sort of thing. So this thing needs some parts. We'll get these when we actually have a new place. I do need it put on the hoist. The reason why I need the hoist is because I have the BMW transmission over there, and we need to put the box in. So that's one of the reasons that we need a hoist. I'll do that on the ground, but I think it would be a lot easier, obviously, doing it off. So so roll racers good to go. Now drag car, biggest thing with drag car is I need a clutch, and also obviously some lines. So we'll get to that soon as well. It just needs a decent clean in the new place. The worst thing about this in these two sheds that I've got is they're not sealed in the center, and they drop all the little leaves. I tried to stop them a couple of years back, but they just keep going, so they just get so messy. So drag car just needs a great clean. I want to clean both of them up as well when we get to the new place as well. And so drag car, not too much going on, obviously, and roll racer similar, but that's going well. I need to pull the diff out next, and we'll get all that painted. And just go over everything. Obviously I've got to make exhaust as well, so hoist would be great for that. Just little things like that, you know. Now let's get on some good stuff, So booster, so actually last week or so I did actually start a couple of things up. Booster, we were up to I noticed that the throttle cable was a bit sticky at the time, so it actually freed that up, no worries. And also noticed that it's actually in a couple of videos as well that on accelerator, it stays on, like if you blip it, it doesn't actually, the idle doesn't come straight back down. I've noticed that the accelerator spring was a bit stretched, and it wouldn't actually throttle back down. The actual, let's say the boost or whatnot would actually keep it open. And yeah, it wouldn't actually blip it, wouldn't actually throttle shutter. So yeah, I've actually added another spring. It's only temporarily, so I just wanted to see how that was going to be. So I've actually just added another spring just in here, just to clamp it down there. And yeah, as probably can't really tell, but it actually does shut a lot faster now, and actually when it started as well. So and so that's great, that's everything. So I'll tell you a few things about the new place in a second, about what we're going to be doing as well, but that thing's going to be ready to rip in the new place. All right, now to the half a booster. We've done some awesome progress as well. All right, so this is what we've got. Fan's been done. Sorry guys, I didn't film any of this, only because it just, yeah, didn't feel right, because I couldn't really, I'd pretty much had to sneak getting this stuff in just to do it quickly. But yeah, anyway, fan's on. Got a real cheap fan. This is actually nothing, as you can see. So I really want to paint that black. Cheapest chips, guys. I think it was only like 20 bucks or so. So it's nothing special. So hopefully it'll last. But yeah, it works. Everything's good. Obviously, yeah, we'll stay here. So battery, and just made up a battery stay. The bottom tray is actually for the battery as well. It's a spacer, so the actual battery tray is actually bolted to the bottom plate, and then battery sits inside the plate, locates on the side, so you can see locate the plastics, and then actually bolts down as well. When I go to fully assemble this thing, I'll just get some lock nuts, which I've got anyway, but just for now they're just standard nuts. We've then gone and hooked up a battery isolator, obviously just for fuel, quick access, sorry. And yeah, everything else works. So come around here, this is the one that I didn't want to. I did talk about this in the last video, guys. It's got the blue top. I got it really cheap price, and it's the FPR, the 1200. So it's still a pretty big one. We can make some big horsepower with this thing. And yeah, I had all the lines. I just needed to get a gsx650, and yeah, just get all the lines happening. So as you can see, everything. The only reason why I've twisted this one was just to get it. It was leaking on the methanol there, and we've got that. So absolutely sounds mental as. So I love it. That was a little bit rough. I haven't got wideband in there at the moment. I haven't. Yeah, I've only just tuned on by ear, and you know, just to try to get the no lean pops. And yeah, she seems really nice. So I couldn't let it get too hot, guys. I don't have number one, don't have water going to the block, and I just have to quickly spray some stuff in the turbo, that's all. So yeah, this thing here all works. I'll just turn it on for you guys, and just so you can have a look. Yeah, so pretty much just start off with battery, and then alright, and then yeah, I just gotta change some settings on the dash, because this has got the EM Tech series on there, but mine is the old the EMS. And so yeah, and yeah, it starts up. I can start it up, but so yeah, as you can see, it all starts up, everything works well. Yeah, we'll cut the switch now. Can't start these things up for long anymore. Wait till they're in the new place. Yeah, radiator all done, guys. Obviously I haven't got no fittings, so dash 12. Just gonna get some dash 12s for this thing, and so we can get some water running in it. Next step is this thing is getting a rear axle. Rear axle's on its way still, and I need to do brake on the brake caliper. I need to mount the actual caliper itself, and pretty much from there pull down pretty much. So there's actually not much thing on this one to do. I'm waiting on, once this gets pulled out, then I'm doing that steering still, and obviously wastegate, that's the last thing, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's good news on the half acoustic. Alright peeps, yeah, so let's get down to some good things. I've got some massive updates on the boat. Obviously you guys have been waiting for this for the very start. I've got some awesome news. I've just quickly brought it into the shed so we can have a talk about it without my next door neighbour listening about it. But yeah, so whole scenario you guys probably know about it is about the ECU at the start. Obviously not working, the very first ECU that I had. Did change it, and unfortunately we did get it running, but it wasn't going to control the things that I wanted to control. And yeah, it just got into it that it just couldn't get the offset right to start it up properly, that's all. That could turn into just biting the bullet, getting another ECU, unfortunately. So we've landed, I've got it, it's installed, it's running. It's a Fuel Tech ECU, so it's only in an FT450, but it does the job by absolute wonders. Yeah, this thing runs so good. So yeah, I'm going to say a huge shout out to Nathaniel from Fuel Tech Australia. And yeah, he is just awesome at helping people out, first time users for the Fuel Tech. And yeah, it's does its job really good. So obviously we just started up on the crank sensor, and then got it running pretty quick. Realized I didn't have any fuel, so it wouldn't start up. My bad. But yeah, quickly fixed that up. Got some new plugs for it. They were a bit fouled, and yeah, we told me that I needed to get the wideband nano there, as you can see. Obviously the FT450, and that's the wideband. Obviously a sensor is there. So yeah, opted to get that as well, just because then it's done, and it yeah, obviously closed loop, and it pretty much does the tuning. Therefore he just pretty much set up the parameters just so it could do that, and yeah, we've gone from there. So everything's working, turns on, starts up, yeah, and starts up real nice. So yeah, so that was the whole problem with the ECU. And then getting down to the actual main one, this is the reason why I wanted to get this thing running, because there was a couple of people out there that are actually trying to get K series in jet boats at the moment, and I wanted to be the first one. Obviously I knew I was going to be, but I just really wanted to get out in the water. And it's officially right now, this thing will go in the water and it'll officially drive. So yeah, so what we opted for then next was to do something for the drive shaft. The whole problem with the K is it's got a deep sump, obviously to hold a lot of oil. Easiest way to do that is obviously do a dry sump. I didn't want to do a dry sump. It was just going to cost way too much, and that's the reason why I didn't. It's the only thing I didn't build this thing to cost $1 million, you know. It did actually end up costing quite a bit of money, this thing. Obviously just for the little bits that I put into it, that's all. And so yeah, we opted. Yeah, I'll show you what I've done. So guys, this is exactly how I've done it. Gilmore drive, all right, 2 alternator pulleys, all right, 1-to-1 drive, all right, 2 bearing carriers, and a motorcycle universal joint. So yeah, obviously power goes down to that, everything goes to the belt. So yeah, got a good mate of mine's mate, sorry to confuse her, but he has helped me out quite a bit as well. He machined out this bit here to house the pulley, and machined out a couple of bits as well. Unfortunately, because I had to actually weld the pulley right now there on this shaft is that there's been welded and not balanced. So it is a tad out of balance on this side. Not too much to notice it yet, but yeah. But yeah, it starts up, it runs, it turns, it does whatever you want it to do. So yeah, all working. So finally I can actually say that the jet boat's finished, guys. Yeah, it looks amazing, it is amazing. And yeah, so that drive shaft was the biggest thing as well. So obviously the computer was the big thing, drive shaft was big thing, and obviously from the front, so the whole front. So yeah, you guys seen it before. It had that turbo picture on the front of it. It still looks pretty neat and you know, nice and stuff like that. But yeah, a change was pretty much up for it. Obviously, I'll change a few things as everything goes anyway. But yeah, so then I opted to try to blend it in. Obviously, you're not going to blend it in candy. That's the worst thing about it. Obviously, so then I've just gone with a dark red, pretty much black at the front. All right, and then it goes into a darker red and joins up around here. So I've still got a tiny bit of airbrushing to do to do the join here. It's just tad off, which is, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, just around here as well, as you can see the different color reds. All right, it's not really noticeable, and yeah, but that will be all airbrushed anyway. So haven't got around to do that. So yeah, all done, guys, 100%. And I've just added a battery switch on the inside here as well. So battery switch. All right, so we got ignition button and start. Ignition button. All right. All right. Everything works. Everything starts up. And yeah, I'll give it a shot. Running jet boat now, guys. All right. 100%. So it's just a little bit rich. Obviously it's on cold start at the moment. You can see it just popping out, feel a little bit more. All right, so all runs. Yeah, and turn off. All right, undo the switch. And yeah, tiny bit smoky in here, guys, but yeah, that's 100%, guys. So yeah, everything works. Absolutely wrapped. Yeah, so thanks very much, guys, to the few people that have helped me out. And yeah, everything's going pretty well. So yeah, so boat is 100% done. Half a booster is running. Everything's going pretty well, guys. I've actually got pretty much everything ready to go. Boat will be going out very soon, next week or so, couple of weeks. Sorry guys, I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. I've got about 300 people to tell if all you guys want to know where I'm going. So there's only a couple of people that are coming with me, and those people already know. So I'm sorry if you don't know, but that's just what it is. Obviously, this is just trial and error, guys. There's only a few things that could break or could happen, and I don't want a million people out there, obviously, if something goes wrong, you know, so it's just a waste. Just like the Hayabusa, taking that go-kart out for the first time, 3 times something broke. Pretty much pulled it in about an hour the first shot. First time was clutch. Then we realized it wasn't running on all cylinders. Then fuel pump went. Now it's a machine, you know, so give me some tests and tunes, guys, on this thing to make this thing run 100%, and then mind you guys, you can all come out. All right, so obviously I'm not giving shots to anyone as yet, but yeah, you guys can see it rip down the river. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Boat is 100% done, so I'm absolutely wrapped, and yeah, there's sort of, yeah, I'm actually finally happy that I'm actually going into a new place, and yeah, we're gonna have things actually happening, guys. So no curfew, that's the worst thing, that's the best thing, sorry. Is it's industrial where I'm going, and yeah, so it's 24/7, so this thing can yeah, it's Snarl TV is only a start right now, guys. That's the reason why I've stopped at the moment for the last 3-4 weeks. There was just sort of no point of continuing here because there's nothing to do here. Obviously start up now, and I'm absolutely shit scared that the cops are going to come. So I shouldn't have to do that in my own house, guys, but unfortunately that's what it's turned into, and because of you know who. And yeah, I just filming in here has just been very hard. So the last 6 months has actually been a nightmare, guys. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting a neighbour like what I've got to anyone, really. Yeah, so everything's working, and yeah, I'm absolutely super happy. Finally, the boat was actually much work. It was pretty much just pretty much doing some drive shaft stuff, and yeah, that come up all pretty well. So I got the Gilmer belt. Actually, that's the second smallest Gilmer belt that I actually make. You actually cannot get them custom made, and yeah, so I'm actually lucky that that's actually suited it. I'm pretty sure it should hold the power. We're pretty confident. It is a Gilmer, so we'll see how it goes. So we'll see if it wants to break. If it wants to break, it wants to break. So the only reason why about getting it down, guys, is yeah, so we just needed to sort of as I said, we didn't want to go dry sump, so easiest way is to yeah, do it like that. So yeah, all you guys that want to do the K boats, you guys can do them now, so because I've already done it. All right, so I've got bigger and better things to do now, and yeah, this one's out of the water. Well, now it's almost back in the water, but yeah, it's done now, so I'm actually pretty excited that it actually works. Yeah, so thanks very much, guys. Sorry for the long banter because I have not been on this thing for ages, and yeah, I've got so many things to tell you guys about. So obviously, just another reminder, I do need a jet boat hull. All right, so something with no motor. I don't want any motor in it. An inboard, not outboard. So an inboard jet boat hull. I'm not telling you what motor I'm putting in it. I can guarantee you're not going to guess, and guarantee it's going to be more spastic than these other projects as well. So, and I do need a motorbike frame. Same thing, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with it. I just need a frame. If it comes with a blown motor, yeah, I'm not paying money for a full motorbike, that's all. So let me know what you guys have got. I'm in Adelaide, so if you guys are in Sydney or whatever, and you can we can organise some shipping, doesn't matter, but would rather a Honda if we could do a Honda bike, but if not, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I would rather a CBR or something like that. The bigger the better. The plans I've got is obviously customizing it anyway, so yeah, to do some cool stuff with it. So, and obviously a hoist. So the hoist is the most important thing at the moment. If you guys, I'm gonna obviously probably buy a new one if I can't find anything anyway. But a 2-post hoist, that's what I'm after for this new place. So yeah, so that's my biggest thing at the moment, to do that. And there's a few things as well at the new place that I need to be doing. I'll update you on all that when we move in there. So in a couple of weeks when we're in there. And yeah, I'll be doing a bit of a get together there, and for other people to help me out. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap, guys. That's what I've got. Yeah, everything works. So yeah, just got a few things to just got to work out some rego stuff on the boat now. Just got to re-register the trailer and get the boat organised, which is an easy thing anyway. So we're doing that this week, and then we'll be taking that thing out anyway. Obviously, I've told you what everything else needs, and the Hayabusa, I really want to take that out again. Not sure if I'll be able to make it do another time here, but if not, 100% the new place is going to be, everything's going to be running all the time pretty much. I love these toys, so they're all everything's working and sounding mean. So I've got a few things that I want to do for the boat as well after. Obviously I want to do a some sort of a launch on it as well, so I'll tell you. I did tell you guys in ages ago video, but I'll inform you guys a bit later after we take the boat out for the first time. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want to do. First video for the boat is only going to be a quick cruise. Obviously if it holds that up, we will do some cool stuff with it, and going on from there. So I need a couple other things as well. I do want to start wiring the roll racer up as well, and if we can get this thing started in the new place ASAP, because when they're running, that sort of gets my momentum up. That's the only reason why I stopped on that boat, was because that ECU really peeved me off. Now as soon as it ran, I just got so excited that organised the rest of it ASAP. So yep, all it took was changing up to a very decent ECU, and it was so easy with the fuel tech. So I can only say the good things about the ECU, and good thing about the best thing about them is they actually got a good helping hand on their backs, on their other side, so you can call them up at any time, and they will help you out in that way. So that's the worst thing about the other ECUs, that they actually had no one to talk to about. So you got the ECU, and you sort of, if you didn't know how to use it, then that was it. So yeah, unfortunately that's just what it is. But those other ECUs well, only one I'm only using, but the EMSs are great for all my little tiny hobbies, just to get them running, and they don't need any fancy things. But we will be going to using the fuel tech in the roll racer, and I'll probably be using on one more other project soon as well, as we have a different motor. Same thing, I'm not going to say nothing, but that's where it's at, guys. So sorry about the long banter, but everything is happening. I might do one more, so the boat will be next, taking the boat out, and I'll do a video on the boat, and that's it. And then we're in the new shop, and there'll be boat some updates on everything then. So thanks very much for staying with me, guys. If you haven't, please go subscribe, please. Yeah, please share the boat around, please share everything around. Everything's running, all right? So you've got some cool stuff. So soon you're going to be seeing some cool things happening, and we'll be going from there. So keep an eye on the next video also as well, because that will be the boat coming up, obviously in the water. And obviously let me know, guys, if you have any of those things that I need. As I said, the hoist has to be first, but if it's cheap enough on those other things, let me know and we can work something out. We'd love for you to come up on Snow TV and work something out if you want to have a go on the Hayabusa or whatever. So let me know, guys, and we'll go from there. So thanks very much, guys. Obviously go like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. See you, peeps.